Hey guys, Forsaken Reality here. In this one we're going to be integrating our climb and vaulting component into the Lyra project in Unreal Engine 5. So basically when we're finished we'll be able to climb and vault everything like normally and get to the top of everything. There's not too many differences with this project and any other integration, mainly just with the retargeting. You have multiple options now of how you want to do things. And I'll show you how to do both of those. So without further ado, we will get into integrating these two projects. So first thing, I'll just move this out of the way. And I'm just in the map for the firing range, and you can just select all of these, right click and load all cells in the world partition window. Just to give you an idea of everything here. And I guess we could just pull this block over. First, the last one I want to get. So we got a vaulting block here now that we can test with. And I'll probably just make it a little bit thinner, but it doesn't really matter. It'll work either way. Okay, so now I'm in the map. First thing we're going to want to do is go to our climbing component. And we're going to want to just migrate our files over to our project. And we'll put that in our content folder, select folder. I'm migrating from 4.23, so it doesn't really matter too much. Just double check this. Okay. And we can close that out or minimize it. We don't really need that no more. Now we have our climbing component in here. So now that we have that, we're going to deal with our animations. So there's two ways we can do this. We can retarget them or we can share animations. I'm going to show you how to do both methods. So we want to find our mannequin for the UE4, which is right here. And we want to open up the skeleton. And this is for the Lyra project, UE4 skeleton. And we want to go to Windows, Asset Details. I'm just going to dock this right here. And we're going to set up a compatible skeleton to the one from the climbing component. You can see the path right there, climbing component. Save that. Now we want to retarget UE4 to UE5. Just going to double check that that's the right one we need there. Yeah. So we're going to retarget UE4 to UE5, and to do that we just want to come in here. You'll notice this is all of our animations. So we can select the top one and select them all. Basically you hold shift and select the bottom one and we'll select them all. And export selected. And we will just put them in here for now. Let's make a folder called UE5 retarget. You can organize this yourself, and then we'll gather the animations and it should retarget everything. It shouldn't take too long. That's all the animations retargeted. And you could go into the component once it's attached to your character, which I will show you, and swap those out. Or we can go into, I'm also just going to set up the sharing animations between this one. So you want to go into your heroes, mannequin meshes, and find your SK mesh. And we will Windows, asset details like before, compatible skeletons, and we will use the red one from the climbing component. So now we don't actually need to retarget the animations. We actually should have access to those directly. Because we're sharing them now. So now we can deal with our character blueprint setup. So I'm just going to get my blueprint for my master character here, since it's the one we'll be using. And I'm actually going to add an input first. So we're going to want to go to mappings, and I think that's this one. Yep. And first for there, we want to go into actions, right click, go to input, create an input action. And let's name this input action underscore climb. And everything is fine in there. You don't need to set the trigger in this one. And then you want to come to your default KBM. Add a new one, select the climb. We'll just set up the space bar. And for triggers, that will be pressed. And we'll tick on the player mappable. So that's the input created, and now we can just close out of this. We need to get our character default, I believe is the one we're looking for. Yes. Come into our event graph. Control C. Right click on this. Add call the parent function. Control V. And you'll notice we're missing our wall trace arrow. So we can Control C and copy that. Select your default, Control V that. And climbing component. And we'll take out the BPC just so it matches up with the naming there. Compile and save. Then we'll want to come into our inputs. We'll just grab this. We don't need this right here because we made a advanced input. So we'll put that in here. Right click, IA underscore climb, and get our action. Plug in the triggered. And now we'll need to do one more edit. We'll need to go into the animation blueprint for the Lyra character. So I'm just going to go to content and search ABP. And I'm looking for the base, I believe. So you want to open up the ABP base. And we want to go in the anim graph and find right where the output pose is. Put default slot so that that slot can play montages. Let's apply that. Now I'll just do a quick test. We should be using our animations, and I just did a quick vault there. If I can get there without dying. An issue right there. Let's look into. Let's put something to the size of the mesh. The location of the arrow. So I'm going to quickly look into that now, one moment. So if you didn't want to share animations and you wanted to use your retargeted animations, you would need to come into here and go to your animations and swap them all out with your retargeted ones. And alternatively, you can go directly into the component and swap those out. You're never going to use them, and then you can just delete the animations altogether. That would just, if you did it in the component, any character you added this to, you wouldn't need to continuously keep swapping these out, basically. Just going to pause the video for a moment and look into that quick fix there. And something I always tell people to do, and something I forgot myself here, this arrow right here, you'll get it, it's clear, the timeline, and it's for just smoothing the location, getting to the object. You'll want to throw your climbing manager in, which is right here, into your level, and that would fix all your problems. Just make sure that's in there. That's going to be everything for this one. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you need any assistance, don't forget to join our Discord. We'll be happy to help you there. Thanks, and I'll see you all in the next one.